Hello. Good morning, everyone. Big love shout out to the subscribers and followers of this channel. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Today we are going to have an understanding different learning disabilities. Okay, for this could be for your learning action cell. And this is your teacher, Marife Adonis. Now, what are the learning disabilities? Learning disabilities or LDs are neurologically based difficulties that affect how a learner receives, processes, stores, or responds to information. They do not reflect intelligence, and with proper support, learners can thrive. Number one, we have dyslexia or reading disability. Now, the core difficulty is that reading accuracy, fluency, and comprehension. Now, what are the common signs for this dyslexia? Slow, effortful reading, no? Parang wala lang. Difficulty coding words, letters reversals like B becomes D and P becomes Q. Trouble in understanding what was read. Okay, so hirap munawa. Now, what are helpful supports that we can do for dyslexia? Structured literacy. Example, the Orton Gillingham. Audiobooks, no, pwede, no? Or you can record your lesson. Then large print or high contrast text, okay? And explicit phonics instruction. So, mas maganda, no? Tama yung ginagawa nila sa aral program na nagsisimula talaga sila sa phonics. Okay, maganda yon. Then we have dysgraphia or writing disability. Okay, so the core difficulty is handwriting, spelling, and written expression. So what are the common signs? Illegible handwriting. So yung parang hirap kang basahin na parang kinaskas, no? And they are poor in spelling, of course. And then they have difficulty organizing ideas on paper. Avoid writing tasks. Okay, so tuwang-tuwa tayo magpasulat, pero wala namang sumusunod sa inyo, no? Hindi dahil ayaw nila magsulat, kundi they have difficulty in writing, no? Hirap sila. So just like I observed, no, in several grade 8 students last year, so my PowerPoint, my lesson, I let them download and print and paste it on their notebooks. So, okay na yun. Tinatanggap ko na yun. Basta alam ko, ganun. So, wala tayong magagawa. May bata kasi hirap talaga magsulat. At saka, yung iba dun, tamad din magsulat. Aminin na natin. Okay, dysgraphia is writing disability. So, what supports are we going to use? Graphics organizers. Okay. Typing instead of handwriting. So, pwedeng i-type yung mga lessons. Step-by-step writing templates. Sa elementary, ginagawa ito eh, no? But since high school na, nasa atin na, wala na tayong magagawa doon. Then, Grift or adaptive writing tools. So, marami tayong mga kung bata naman, pagkatanggap niya na hirap siya, gagawa at gagawa ng paraan yun. So, how about sa 10 years ko naman sa Equitable, ang napansin ko lang talaga is, hindi hirap talaga sila magsulat at illegible ang kanilang hirap ka talagang basahin ang sulat nila. That's it. Next, we have dyscalculia or math disability. So, what is the core difficulty here? Understanding numbers and math concepts. So, what are the common signs? Difficulty recognizing numbers. So, I don't know, no? Antol na may bata kasi talagang ayaw talaga sa math. Hirap talaga sa math. Of course, most basically, no? 10% or 5% of the students last year have trouble with basic operations kasi yung aming denomero, the basic yun, 13 bata, no? Out of 200 plus na grade 7 last year, zero sila sa denomero. So just imagine, for fundamental operation lang yun. And of course, some struggles with math facts like 7 and 8. No, hindi pa sila marunong mag-multiply. Nasa grade 7, grade 8, grade 9 na yung iba. And difficulty understanding like time, money, or measurement. Hirap sila dyan. Okay? Now, what are the helpful supports? So, visual aids. So, for example, number lines or counters. Okay, step-by-step problem breakdowns. So, magkakaroon tayo niyan. And then repetition. Actually, lagi ko pag pinapagawain sa bata. For example, sa problem solving, I'll use one of the theory of the famous mathematician, no? Like what is as in the problem, what operation are you use, like that. No repetition, hands-on activity. So just like no sa isang ano no katulad ng mention ko na no sa common, yung isang activity ng bata hindi nila ano, forward hangga't hindi na memorize. Then use calculators when appropriate. So talagang ano, ako talagang nagpapagamit ako ng calculator. Okay, next we have ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Of course, here, ang common difficulty nito ay attention, impulsive control, and self-regulation. Now, the common signs is easily distracted. So halimbawa, nasanggi lang yan konti ng ano, ang kaklase niya, gagalit na yan, gano'n na. Or sometimes, maraming ano, paraan. Difficulty staying seated. So mayroong ganitong bata, no? Binilagay siya ng teacher sa may pintuan, maya-maya andun na siya sa kabila, no? And then maya-maya andun na siya halos 4 corners. So, tapos maya-maya, wala na, nakalabas na. Tapos ikot siya ng ikot, tanong siya ng tanong sa klase. And then impulsive action, minsan, sagi nga lang, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, nasagi lang siya, nagalit na, nag-response yung isa, di nag-away na silang dalawa. And then, trouble completing the task. So, ito, meron batang ganito, hirap na hirap, ayaw niya gawin, tutulog, minsan tinutulugan ka na lang niya. Now, what are the helpful supports? Clear routines and visual schedules. So, dapat klaro sa kanya yung routine niya araw-araw. Yung visual schedules, dapat alam niya. Then, short, structured tasks. So, maiksi lang. Kung nagpapatest ka sa bata ng 10/10, sa kanya 5/5 lang. Hindi pwedeng ano. Kasi nga, then movements, breaks. Dapat ano, isang gawa, hayaan mo na lang siyang mag-ikot siya kung saan niya gusto. At minsan, yung mga to, masipag sila, pero ano lang sila, yung dala-dala nila yung worksheets nila, papunta sa ibang grupo. And ito, they need passive reinforcement. Bawal po silang pagalitan. Kasi pag pinagalitan mo yan, hindi mo kaya yan. Kasi sasagot at sasagot sa'yo yan. Okay, what are the common signs? Then we have auditory processing disorder. Now, this is processing interpreting sounds naman. So, parang minsan, no, misunderstands verbal instruction. So, pag sinabi mo, minsan sabi mo, okay, class, everybody get one sheet of pad paper. Ulitin pa, ma'am, one whole po. Yan. Difficulty following multi-steps directions. So, pag hindi pwedeng multi-steps, dapat isa-isa mo sa kanya yung steps. Then, easily overwhelmed in noisy environments. Ayaw niya ng maingay kasi nga, sa dami ng ingay, kaya madalas, kung naka-headphone yan, hayaan mo na. Kasi nga gusto niya, yun lang narinig niya says, ha? What? No? Lagi-lagi sabi, ano po? Buti lang kung sinasabing ano po, pat hindi, no? Now, what are the helpful the supports that we use? Quiet learning space. Okay? So, tahimik ang gusto niya. Then, mostly written instruction. So, kung may papagawa ka sa kanya, it's better na isusulat mo na lang. Pagawin mo na lang siya kaysa paliwanag mo pa. Visual cues. Okay. So, step by step, visual cues. Yun ang gusto niya. And then, assistive listening device. So, kung meron kang headphone like this o kaya na pwede mong bigay sa kanya, mas maganda. Okay? Next, we have visual processing disorder o VDP. Okay, ano naman ito? It is interpreting visual informations. So, yung mga nakikita naman. Difficulty copying from the board. So, ibig sabihin, malabo ang mata. Ah? So, the trouble in visual tracking. So, talagang may ano yan. So, nako-confuse siya or confusion about the shapes, symbols, or spacing. Of course, slow reading. Kasi kaya slow reading yan, hindi po niya nakikita yung binabasa niya. So, imagine, no? Tayong matatanda, may sakit na katarata, no? Intindihan natin yan kung nagsasalamin na nga tayo. So, lahat po ng alamin natin yung mga bata natin na wala pang salamin, pero tutulungan natin yan. May bata kasing hindi na nanlalabo na mata pero walang kakayahan magpa-check up. So tulungan natin 'yan, mga 'yan. Okay? Now, helpful supports high contrast materials. So dapat yung maliwanag, enlarged text. So ang common kasi natin so sa mga ganito dapat 14 ang text ang nila. Step by step visual guides, reduce visual clutter. So yung paano natin iwas tayo sa mga parang masakit sa mata. Ayaw nila naman. Okay, so we have here nonverbal learning disability. Okay. Now, for visual spatial reasoning, strong verbal skills but struggles with visual tasks, difficulty reading, body language, trouble with puzzles, maps, and diagrams, social and understanding. So, itong batang ganito, hirap siyang unawain yung nasa kapaligiran niya. Iba pag sinabi mo, ibang pagkakaintindi niya. Kaya madalas, may batang itong nagkaklase na sa klase. Now, anong pwede nating itulong? Explicit teaching of social cues. Dapat talagang turuan natin siya ng isa-isa. Then, visual spatial practice activities. Clear, concrete instructions. So, dapat maliwanag sa kanya yung Then, modeling and role playing. So, mas madali niya maintindihan kapag minodel mo sa kanya or ni-role play mo sa kanya. Now, why understanding LD is important? So, builds confidence for learners, improves academic success, and encourages them to their independence. And for parents, helps advocate for appropriate support, students homeschool partnership, and for the school community, promotes inclusive classrooms, ensures equitable learning opportunities, and supports early intervention. So mas maganda na yung school community mismo ay makakaunawa about learning disabilities. Okay, these are the references. Thank you for listening.